The 2026 NEBA season is brought to you by Storm, Roto Grip, and 900 Global Bowling. We would like to recognize the additional sponsors who make these events possible. Tired of guessing how you're really performing on the lanes? Take control of your game with Tournament Sense, the ultimate companion for tournament bowlers. From tracking every frame to managing financials, it's time to stop playing and start dominating. Download Tournament Sense on the App Store or Google Play today. DJBT is a competitive tournament series built for youth bowlers, with adult participation on challenging sport patterns. A PBA junior affiliate and youth athletes can earn junior gold qualifying spots. KR Strikeforce. For those who have a choice, go with the most trusted name in bowling. KR Strikeforce. Cambridge Credit Counseling is your destination for debt relief services. Visit cambridgecredit.org to learn how they can help you with credit card debt, student loan repayment options, and mortgage relief services. NEBA's longest-running sponsor, Buddy's Pro Shop, offers high-quality professional services at the best prices in the industry delivered to your front door. Visit buddysproshop.com today. Bloomfield Electric, providing service, design, and installation since 1926. Jeff Barden and his staff offer fantastic bowling facilities at Yankee Lanes Keene and Yankee Lanes Manchester. Visit them on Facebook, Twitter, and their tournament Facebook page. Northeastern Bowling Championships. Ace Mitchell Bowlers. Mart is the largest bowling distributor in the world. Dexter, the #1 bowling shoe in the world. Staying ahead with innovative technology is how we build shoes for every style of bowling. Follow on Facebook and Instagram at Dexter Bowling. Better Bowling Concepts, specializing in customer service and providing customers the best ball motion possible. East Coast Sports Investors, your leading source of sports information, many styles of bowling. Keep styling on them. Turbo Grips, driven to bowl. For more information on products and services, you can visit turbogrips.com or visit your local pro shop today. Taking bowling and business and marketing their products and services in a modern way, Major Bowling offers quality services and coaching regardless of skill level. Here to help you look great while you enjoy the most participated sport in America. Discover unique bowling shirts and jerseys at iambowling.com and use code NEBA for 25% off. Better feel, better control, better performance. Jopo grips are changing the game with their easy twist system and unmatched consistency. Make the change today and feel the difference immediately. Jopo grips, trust it, love it, and just twist it. Located inside Norwich Bowling and Entertainment Center, Ideal Bowling Concepts is your one-stop shop for all your bowling needs. Leah Cars, the brand of cars for the bowling community. Bullwinkle's Pro Shop, Attack the Rack. We would also like to thank Tony and Suzanne Renaud. Island Bowling Supply, The House Bowling, Tech Vision, Northeast Megabucks, Grog Monster Sports, and Pinwheel.us. Thank you for tuning in. Now remember to like and share and enjoy the show.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are taking off here at the 2026 KR Strikeforce non-champs. Alright. So bear with me, we are just making sure that the audio is running clean and clear. You know how our audio troubles can be, so as soon as those pop in here, we'll get to hear that. All right, so welcome to the 2026 KR Strikeforce non-champions, presented by, obviously, KR Strikeforce, who has thrown in generously a little $500 add-in for your competing pleasure, if that's what you want to call it. We're at Bowlero Worcester again. If you missed it, yesterday we finished up the Jopo Special Cuts event, and the winner, no surprise, Greg Flamond. Not only a prior NEBA champion, but also a Hall of Famer. So, shout out to that. If you didn't have a chance, feel free to go back and watch that video and see Greg's success there. Man, both fantastic. So, obviously, we are going live a little earlier than what we intend to in terms of when we try to put these on. Usually, we try to get up at least for the semifinals, the round of 4. But we're looking at the round of 8 live right now, as you see a shot from Brandon. Definitely one of the better releases that's out there, just in general among younger guys. right out of Nutmeg Bowl. So that's a place we're going to be going to shortly. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Defending champion of this event, Tom DiCarlo, got his first title at the non-champs last year. Shout out to Tom. If you didn't know, this is our 1060th NEBA event. Just adding them up, event by event. We're happy to make it happen. We see Brandon pull off with a double there. And just to kind of give you guys a rundown of our top 8 right now, the people you are looking at on 5 and 6. Brandon Whitney, you just saw him throw a shot. He's going to be competing against Jarrett Hill, fellow right-hander. Then on 7 and 8, you're looking at currently Matthew Koss with Andy Shulkowski is who he follows. I got a chance to watch Andy throw it a little bit, and he's had a tremendous look all day. Matthew, on the other hand, qualified off of our 6 p.m. squad last night, and he had a 300 to help him get to that. So he definitely made to throw some strikes today, and considering he's still in the round of 8, he's continuing to do so as he looks to cover up what looks to be a 3.6910 there. Not the easiest of spares, as we know, but a guy who's been bowling a strike as much as he has, I'm sure he's got the spare game locked down too, as we're going to see here. And then as we move down the lane just a little bit further, on 11 and 12, which is just a hair further down, we are going to have Donnie Corno, who you just watched throw a shot there in the yellow-orangish looking jersey. That's actually a Pokemon jersey. It's a Growlithe or something along those lines for Pokemon lovers. So he's going to be facing Tyler, and I'm going to butcher his name every single time, in Dongzi. So I apologize, Tyler. I literally butcher your name every time I read it in my head, but I read it out loud. So shout out to Tyler. I guess the kid's got a lot of game. And then finishing up there on 13 and 14, we have Javier Muniz Vega, who is a fairly new competitor to the NEBA scene, at least for us. I remember just a couple weeks ago watching him throw a couple shots. The kid throws fantastic. So you guys are going to get a treat if he does end up on our final 4 pair. But he's going to have to go through Justin Veal. So another bowler, we are quite confident in his striking ability, as he's already had a chance to throw some strikes today. His last match, I actually took down a 248 win, I believe, to 205. So my man was throwing strikes all over the place. Now, if you guys haven't already, feel free to like and share the stream. We're going to make sure we get all of these fantastic bowlers a chance to be viewed out in front of the public. Even though they are non-chance folks, I can tell you there is still a ton of talent in this field, especially when you're looking into the top 8. Got to witness them all pretty much throughout the day. Throwing a lot of really good shots throughout qualifying and match play as well. So no surprise to any of them here. One of these guys walking out of this building today, NEBA champion for the first time. So pretty exciting stuff there. Our next event, the next singles event, I should say, the 25th and 26th of April, the BuddiesProShop.com Open. So feel free to get signed up for that if you want to come on out to Nutmeg Bowl in Fairfield, Connecticut. We like to have a good time there, so if you're looking to get your shot at winning a NEBA championship, come on out. Get signed up, bowlneba.com. Garrett Hill here, throwing a shot, looking to make a double just to keep up. And that was pretty good right there. Early on today, we got to watch Sheriff. Looks like he's flipping away from the shot. But we did get to watch Sheriff just a little bit. Early on in qualifying, not so hot looking. Looked like he made a ball change to himself in the right part of the lane, and he's been striking ever since. So shout out to Jared for making it even further. We had no doubt. Some of these guys throw the ball so well, you can't help but wonder how in the world they don't have a title yet. And that is just speaking to the difficulty of the NEBA format. Another shot here from Jarrett. Drifted a little high there. Gonna need to keep some strikes going, especially this guy's like Brandon Whitney on his tail. But speaking of people who are throwing strikes, Koss, I believe is how you say it. I don't know if it's Koss or Kos. But once again, he did throw 300 yesterday in qualifying, and right now has the front 4. Make it the front 5 with a snap 10 there. Fantastic shot from Matthew. No wonder he was one of the guys to do 300. Man is doing it. Oh, you know what? I called that incorrectly. I apologize. Matthew actually has double 6-pair, 8-pair strike. Looking at the wrong arrow. Well, actually, Andy, his opponent, has the front 4. And if I didn't tell you earlier, Andy was locked in during qualifying pretty good there. So no surprise really to see him put on strings either. See another shot here from him. And he, just keeps it running. Go down here and take a look at his arsenal. I remember I seen him throwing an RSTX2, but that ball was not that RSTX2. And it looks like from here, if I can tell, it looks like he's throwing a Max Effect. Pretty strong ball, but it looks plain shine. You can see Brandon Whitney go high flush there. Powerful hit with, and he's throwing I believe that's a Jackal Hunter, so another strong ball. Except Brandon's is actually is pretty dull looking in comparison to that Max Effect that Andy is throwing off in the distance there. So let's see another shot, see if you can keep it straight one. Drifting a little high there too, leaving a 3-6-10. Not anybody's favorite lead, but still makeable. Once again, guys, if you haven't already, please like and share. Let's get thousands and thousands of viewers into this. Check out the top 8 at our KR Strikeforce non-champions event here in Bowlero Worcester. What a fantastic shot there by Brandon. I think we've already chatted a little bit about his release. I've had the pleasure of witnessing Brandon throw some shots in youth league as well. I've been around for about 5 or 6 years, and he's always thrown it good. Some people work really hard at it. I feel like he has a little bit more natural gift, and then just kind of excelled on top of that, working with what he had. So Garrett's going to have quite the task to keep up with that. And I still believe that he has it. So let's take a look here as he steps up in the 4th. Step down here and take a look at our other matches. Just off in the distance. On 13 and 14, I believe we have Justin Beal on a 5-bagger. He went 9 miss, 5-bagger, while his opponent Javier has gone also 9 miss, put up a 5-bagger, and then just 9 spared in the 7th. So they're in a dead heat, assuming Justin doesn't strike here, but my man seems to know how to do that. Looks like he 3-6-10, so that match neck and neck, really, with a slight advantage going to Javier right now if Justin makes this spare. Now, we also have in the corner match, he has gone 9 spare, 7 spare strike. 9 spare strike. So he's stepping up in the 6th now, hopefully to try to close the gap between him and his opponent, Tyler. Looks like he did just double there, and Tyler has gone front 5, 9 miss, putting him at 147 in the 6th, so about halfway through this match. Still some space for Corno to pick up on there, but definitely doing the right thing by doubling when his opponent decided to open. Good shot there from Jarrett after he converted his 3 pins. Good to stay clean when your opponent's still striking. At least keeps you in the match, at least early on, as we do see Brandon with the front 4 here, stepping up on lane 6. Let's see if we can make it the first 5 frames with all X's. Shout out to Storm, our 2026 sponsor, as well as the guys who give us a ton of bowling balls just to give away to our NEBA members. Give away 2 each event. Looks like we have John Lundy, winning 1 from a ball raffle today. And our first out gentleman was Richard Getz. And he ended up taking home a ball himself. So, he might be first out, but at least you're going to be walking away with some pretty solid equipment, especially the folks at SPI. I did say our next event is going to be the BuddySportShop.com Open in Fairfield, Connecticut in just 2 weeks. That event usually is pretty popular, so I would suggest signing up if you have any intention of bowling. Go to bowlneva.com. Get yourself registered today. We see another shot. 6 for 6 for Brandon Whitney. We like to give him a little grief, so I might have to. But my man is nothing but perfect through the first 6 there. Jareth needing to step up and add some pressure back to him. He's working on a strike himself, so a little double action here. That'll give Brandon something to think about. So we peek over at Andy Shulkowski's board. He looks like he had the first 5 strikes, 7 spare, 9 spare to his opponent, Matthew Koss, who's sitting at 133 in the 6th, but looks like he has a 9 spare in the 7th. So, lucky little break there, just leaving 8 on that shot. Another one that went a little on the high side for Andy on that lane. Another shot here from Jareth, looking to close the gap. And that is good for 9. So not quite what we're looking for. It's a makeable, still something to keep you in it. Anything can happen in the sport, so might as well keep the fill frames rolling. Take another peek here at the other set of matches. We did have some close ones, so we were going down through. And Javier with a crucial open. Javier versus Justin Beal, as we had mentioned earlier, they were neck and neck, both going 9 miss and then the next 5 strikes. Javier went 9 spare, 9 miss, while Justin went 7 spare, and then he split with a miss. The advantage to Javier still with 3 pins. Looks like 176 to 173. Like I said, that advantage going to Javier Vega. Our other match with Tyler and Cornell. Looks like Tyler has gone front 5, 9 miss, but has since doubled. He's stepping up in the 9th right now. With Cornell, he looks like he has 77 in the 4th and then put a 5-bagger up. So he is floating on a 257 pace if he goes down. Tyler can step up 9th and 10th here, strike out for 267. So he can shut him out right now. Oh my goodness. Wow. I know you guys didn't get a chance to see what we just witnessed on camera. Javier put a 9-pin in there, and there was about 4 or 5 pins that rolled around, hitting it, knocking it each way, and it just didn't quite get it to go. They are going to have to set that pin back up. Tyler in his match just 8-pinned, a little light mixer 8, kind of tripped 2 forward. So no chance to shut out Cornell. So you have Matt Koss here. Tripping the 410 out to give himself a breath of life in his match. He can go out for 232 if he strikes out in the 10th. If Andy Shulkowski stepping up 9th and 10th right now, looks like he can pace out for 230. So really, if Andy goes sheet here, it's game over. He's kept up 9th and 10th, ball in hand to take the match. Pretty good shot. And it gets the 10 to go there. Pretty quality shot there from Andy. We are going to get a look at the ball that he is using currently. As we see a shot from Brandon Whitney, who has since 9 spared and sitting on another opportunity for a 9 spare here in the 8th. Still in a solid lead over Jareth, but anything can happen. You definitely still want to fill your frames. And a big crucial error there from Tyler in the match against Cornell. Looks like he just washed out, and that is devastating. That's not the spare you want to shoot at when your opponent's got a 5-bagger laced up against you. Andy here looking to double on lane 7. And that one's pretty up the lane. It looks like another 3-6. And if I'm not mistaken, it looks like the ball he is throwing is an alert. Looks like it's got some lane shine on it, too. And an open frame from Tyler puts him at 221. Looks like all Corneau needs to do is step up and fill a frame, and that's going to be a match for him. That is a quick turnaround for that match. Once again, guys, if you haven't already, like and share the stream. We are going to be wrapping up the round of 8 here shortly and jumping into our semifinals as we get to determine who's going to be in that one. Jared Bill throwing a solid shot right there, putting up the double. Exactly what you need to do when your opponent gives you a little breath of air to work with. Hey, Shokowski filling out 234. That is going to be enough to take the win for Andy. So fantastic pulling to him. Matthew can shoot out for there is 232, and Andy just put up 234 there. So solid day, pushing himself into the semifinal match. Now let's take a look at Jareth on lane 5. Must strike situation for him. And coming up a little light, leaving a 2-pin there. It's not mathematically out of it. So filling frames here are still pretty crucial, but definitely push the momentum back into Brandon's court. They're both stepping up into the 9th, or stepping up into the 9th and 10th. And just glancing down at some of our other matches here, it looks like Donnie Corneau is going to move on against his match against Tyler. I only avoid saying the last name because I hate to butcher it again. Terrible person. Recap you on the match down here. Looks like Justin Beal is putting up, looks to be in the 230s with a strike. While his opponent, Javier, looks like he can strike out for 226. So if Justin Beal strikes out, it looks like he's going to strike out for 233. If I can see from here, right? He comes up a little high, trips a 410. Just off to the right of the screen. They are the last match on 13 and 14. So he strikes here, puts him at 233. That was a huge hit, as it looks like Javier could only go out for 226. So really, that's wrapped up with good count. And does get 8, and that's going to be enough. 231. So in our top 4, let's go back to the bracket real quick. All right, looks like our top 4 we are going to have on lanes 5 and 6. We're going to have Justin Veal taking on Andy Shokowski. And we're going to have Brandon Whitney taking on Donnie Corneau for your top 4. So as we are transitioning to that top 4, we're going to go ahead and get you guys a little advertisement of all the sponsors who help out NEBA. Feel free to like and share this in the meantime. And we'll see you on the other side.
Thank you guys for tuning in and watching this NEBA live stream, one of my favorite tournament organizations. If you're looking for some of the best bowling merchandise on the internet, check us out at thehousebowling.com. T-shirts, hats, polos, hoodies, and much, much more on our website. We can also get you equipped for your next tournament with all of the newest releases from all your favorite brands, as well as some huge deals in our closeout section. We've got a special deal for you guys out there using promo code NEBA at checkout for 15% off. That's NEBA for 15% off merch only on thehousebowling.com.
At Storm, we're known for our innovations. Take a look. You'll probably spot a few of your all-time favorites. The ones you trusted. Ones that changed your game. Ones you won with. Each one a step forward. Each a reminder that progress never sleeps. And the best part? We're just getting started. Storm. Still the Bowlers Company.
We would like to recognize the additional sponsors who make these events possible. Tired of guessing how you're really performing on the lanes? Take control of your game with Tournament Sense, the ultimate companion for tournament bowlers. From tracking every frame to managing financials, it's time to stop playing and start dominating. Download Tournament Sense on the App Store or Google Play today. DJBT is a competitive tournament series built for youth bowlers, with adult participation on challenging sport patterns. A PBA junior affiliate and youth athletes can earn junior gold qualifying spots. KR Strikeforce. For those who have a choice, go with the most trusted name in bowling. KR Strikeforce. Cambridge Credit Counseling is your destination for debt relief services. Visit cambridgecredit.org to learn how they can help you with credit card debt, student loan repayment options, and mortgage relief services. NEBA's longest running sponsor, Buddy's Pro Shop, offers high-quality professional services at the best prices in the industry delivered to your front door. Visit buddysproshop.com today. Bloomfield Electric, providing service, design, and installation since 1926. Jeff Barden and his staff offer fantastic bowling facilities at Yankee Lanes Keene and Yankee Lanes Manchester. Visit them on Facebook, Twitter, and their tournament Facebook page. Northeastern Bowling Championships. Ace Mitchell Bowlers. Mart is the largest bowling distributor in the world. Dexter, the #1 bowling shoe in the world. Staying ahead with innovative technology is how we build shoes for every style of bowling. Follow on Facebook and Instagram at Dexter Bowling. Better Bowling Concepts, specializing in customer service and providing customers the best ball motion possible. East Coast Sports Investors, your leading source of sports information, many styles of bowling. Keep styling on them. Turbo Grips, driven to bowl. For more information on products and services, you can visit turbogrips.com or visit your local pro shop today. Taking bowling and business and marketing their products and services in a modern way, Major Bowling offers quality services and coaching regardless of skill level. Here to help you look great while you enjoy the most participated sport in America. Discover unique bowling shirts and jerseys at iambowling.com and use code NEBA for 25% off. Better feel, better control, better performance. Jopo grips are changing the game with their easy twist system and unmatched consistency. Make the change today and feel the difference immediately. Jopo grips, trust it, love it, and just twist it. Located inside Norwich Bowling and Entertainment Center, Ideal Bowling Concepts is your one-stop shop for all your bowling needs. Leah Cars, the brand of cars for the bowling community. Bullwinkle's Pro Shop, Attack the Rack. We would also like to thank Tony and Suzanne Renaud. Island Bowling Supply, The House Bowling, Tech Vision, Northeast Megabucks, Grog Monster Sports, and Pinwheel.us.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back as we jump into our round of 4. These guys are going some practice shots, getting loosened up, figuring out their pairs. But who we have for you today? We have, I apologize, Justin Beal. I put JV on the sheet. Funny enough, Javier Vega, Justin Beal. Didn't really work out. Justin Beal is in your top 4, as well as Andy Shokowski. That's the pair that you see right here, 5 and 6. While we have Brandon Whitney versus Donnie Corneau. So quite the top 4 in our KR Strikeforce non-champions event. Shout out to KR for the $500 added in, as well as your continued support of NEBA. We're very much. If you followed along at all throughout this entire little endeavor that we've had today, you'll note that several of these bowlers, actually all of them, have had quite the strike set up for themselves. So Andy's been watching all day. I only got to watch Justin, and he crowbarred me, shot 240 right in front of me off of a ball change, which it looks like he's still throwing the same ball. That ball being the Hammerhead Pearl, which is a middle of the road ball in terms of overall strength. While you have Andy Shokowski, looks like he's throwing a max effect with a little angle on it, so a little stronger piece overall. Brandon Whitney was throwing a lethal venom, it looked like, but since then it looks like he has stepped away from it. Very little shot. I have to see what Donnie's throwing down the line. Actually, looks like Brandon attempted to throw a crusher. See if I can see Donnie's as it comes up the line here. Appears to be a phase 2, so tried and true for phase 2. That is Storm's #1 selling ball of all time now. So shout out to our partners at SBI. Phase 2 has been a staple in just about everybody's bag at some point. I know there's probably a handful of people it didn't match up with, but draw another one. But the odds are in your favor of that one being the one. So they are just fast to start firing away here. We're going to run down through some things. We are at Bowlero Worcester today. We were here yesterday as well for the Joe Covert special Hudson event and past event with Greg Clement taking the win there. Greg, Hall of Famer, just adding to the resume at this point. As we see Justin step up on 5 here. And a quality shot getting them all to go. And trust me, looks like he's going to need it because, as I said, Andy's been striking all day as well. This is our 1060th event. We just keep adding them on there. Shout out to the folks at NEBA for us, as well as our sponsors, and you, the Bowlers, and the folks watching at home. We couldn't do it without every single one of you. If one group of them went, we all would. See Andy taking a step up here, see if he can make an answer to that early strike. And a little light mixer action, not quite getting the 10 to fall. We may end up seeing a ball change from Andy at some point. I know he had an alert as well that he's been throwing around. A little less overall shape does tend to favor him. You know, that max effect is so strong. Now, the alert does have some strength too, but it's about half the differential, maybe a little over. When you start seeing these balls burn up on this particular pattern, that's what's going to happen. So, speaking of our particular pattern today, why don't we go ahead and get that one pulled up? Let's see if I can pop this up here for you guys. Yeah, the pattern today, I believe it's a 2025 Youth Open Championship pattern. I could be 100% wrong about that, but we're going to go ahead and pull it open. Yeah, the 2025 Youth Open Championships is what they're going on today. And very tricky. It was very interesting to go through and watch all the scores today, as there was a lot of high scores and there was a lot of low scores. It was very interesting because we had 2 or 300 today. One Matt Koss. Both of them did come through the 6 p.m. squad. So we had Matt Koss shoot 1, and then the overall tournament spot leader also shot 1. Bear with me. I'm just going to pull up some notes here. Yes, the overall tournament leader, Josh Knighton, also shot 300. Josh did unfortunately catch the early out today. He was just on it yesterday. In our other semifinal match between Donnie Corneau and Brandon Whitney, he started off double-double. Tied for 2. Justin Beal, pretty much a strike machine at this point, especially with that ball speed. Was he really able to kind of control the pocket? He's got a lot of road break to get the thing bounced back. The pattern today is 5-1, but it definitely had some out of bounds. I see kind of got behind it a little bit. So if you were able to stay in the track area and just kind of firm your speed up and be able to kind of trap it to the spot, it usually worked. And then if you got them to leak a little right, it was pretty good. Not too many people covering a lot of boards today. The volume was 27.5 mils roughly. Nothing too crazy, especially in today's environment. As much as early as they were hooking, it was very interesting to see players not forced to far left, at least the ones that were scoring well. It seemed like everybody else was staying closer to the middle of the lane. Nothing too crazy far right, nothing too crazy far left. And as you're going to see from Justin Veal, that's about it right there. That was a fantastic shot from Justin to go perfect through 3 and put some pressure on Andy to step up in here and see if he can get his first double of the match. Now, guys, if you haven't already, feel free to like and share the stream. We want to make sure we get all of our bowlers the opportunity to be seen by the public. These guys deserve it. If you know anything about NEBA, it's hard to make a cut. It's hard to get this far into it. As we see Brandon just crush the first 3. That kid's ball hits hard. Spoke with him earlier today. I said, man, if you just get out of your own way, you're going to be a terrible nightmare for everybody else as far as trying to make it through this bracket. So it looks like he's making it better. See Andy step up on 6. That one, just as I said, I mean, between the ball scooting down a little bit further, being a little stronger piece overall, they tend to get forward a little faster as they see that friction. So that 2-8-10, that was probably the first time I've really seen that type of ball today. So very interesting to see that one get behind it. But that's the nemesis of the day for sure. And speaking of nemesis, that's the other direction. And despite this being a 5-to-1 pattern, the wrong. Oh my goodness! Almost runs the 2-8-10. Fantastic opportunity just right out the window there, unfortunately. So that would have been pretty cool to see. I'm sure Andy would have liked to see that one too. But still early in this match. He's definitely going to want to get himself right back on that strike train. Same thing with Brandon Whitney. Going a little high there. He's still throwing that crusher hybrid, it looks like. Yeah, if you have a favor, you got a horse in the top 4 right now, put them in the comments. Shout them out. Show them some love. They're going to go back and read it later, I promise. And shot there from Andy as he does go high flush. Or at least not walking away completely disheveled. Not this early in the match. Got Donnie on the front 3, going for 4. And a little light mixer action, leaving the 7 pin. Makeables aren't bad. At least not this early. Go up to a frame and keep on moving. Justin Veal. This ball hits like a ton of bricks. Cat earlier, Justin early on, he was throwing a purple hammer. I was witness to his ball change, and I remember seeing it as they were throwing shots at practice. I said, man, that purple hammer needs to go away. It's time for the change, and he must have read everybody's mind, or he was way ahead of it, because that was the next thing he did. Went, grabbed the ball, lights out from there. Good shot. Despite the dead pin in the rack, you would never know it, as he is on the front 5. That is some tasty-looking ball reaction. Getting the 9 to fall, you got to have it, ladies and gentlemen. If you're planning on winning any type of championship, especially in the NEBA category, you got to have some luck along the way. You have to have those types of hits to get to go. Good, bad, ugly, give him the fall. Andy Shulkowski stepping on lane 6, looking to put together a double. And that he does, getting the 4 pin to go. Trying to shout some answers back out at Justin. Got to do something to shake the kid a little bit. And Brandon putting 10 back in the zone off of his open frame. Match is still leaning towards Donnie, though, as Donnie has gone triple, 9 spare strike. Brandon has also tripled, but with that little open hiccup there with the big 4, and then following that with a strike. A double here would really aid his situation. Quality shot from Andy. Thinking of runaways, he's seen it, but unfortunately, the 3 pin still stands. Brandon Whitney getting the light mixer to go there. Big help for him putting together that double after an open frame, letting Don He's not going anywhere. Andy looking to step up the fill frame. If it's me, now Andy. Granted, that flash shot may not have been great. I'm probably thinking of a ball change right now. At some point when you're out here in these competitions and you have a specific ball in your hand, you start wanting to force that ball to have the reaction you need rather than be able to jump into something to be able to relax yourself into and get into the bug tree a little bit more consistently. Man, I know firsthand trying to get myself out of the ball. Probably jumping into that alert that he has there, at the very least, to rally back against Justin, who is perfect through 5 so far. Call the shot. And the pins agree, as I like the ones where you high flush them and you still throw pins around somehow too. Man. Guys haven't already checked it out, go to bowlneva.com. We have another event at Nutmeg Bowl. BuddiesProShop.com singles event at April 25th and 26th. Go get signed up at bowlneva.com, especially if you're looking to compete against some of the best bowlers in the New England and really the Northeast area. We're involved some guys from New York up there. We see Donnie Cornell looking to compete with the strike string, and he does, putting together a triple. Donnie is pacing through 79. They have the 8th, 9th, and 10th to go. Brandon Whitney has gone triple, open, double, and he is still in a must-strike situation. Fantastic bowling by those guys. As we see Justin just really doing what he's been doing the entire time since he's made that ball change. And that's striking. The guy's powerhouse for sure, and balls are great. Shot from Brandon. A wrap 10. That is not aiding the effort. Big help for Brandon would be to convert this spare and not make it like a direct handover to Donnie. Speaking of staying alive, Andy's going to come up a little high, leaving another 3-pin. Really, that's kind of what ends up happening. Trying to force that ball reaction, especially when you got a guy striking the front 7. You see he isn't really missing. They're all just 10. You're going to try to force some of that ball reaction down there. Whether it ends up being the ball or not, as far as the ball change is concerned, it's definitely easy to get the swing a little tighter. But you know you got to come back against a guy with the front 7. And just cleaning it up there. That is going to put Andy with a max score of 226 out. He's in stepping up in the 8th frame right now. Obviously, Justin's max, the old perfecto. Another solid shot there. Yeah, just drifting a little high again. 3, 6, 9, 10. 0 people's favorite spare to shoot. You see people shoot it by hooking at it. You see people shooting it straight. I bet you the spare percentage he makes is about the same there. Andy, in a must-strike situation, has to go. And just another shot that came up high again. Again, there's that strong ball to get it to pick up right. You see it there with the 2-8-10 where it kind of bled out and didn't really recover. And the other ones that kind of got the lane just a little bit, hooking even earlier, and then just running through things there. So now I'm just going to double down and say, a fall down would definitely help aid this. Right now, the match with Donnie Corno is heavily favoring Donnie after they both started pretty much neck and neck, and a fantastic spare conversion by Andy. 3, 7, 10's nothing to close your eyes at. Donnie locks it. Oh my goodness! Roll the 2-8, ladies and gentlemen. If I didn't say it already, in order to win a NEBA championship, you have to have those breaks. You have to. I don't care if it's just in qualifying, in match play, all of it, during the match, you have to have it. Just feel. Remaining perfect through 8. And that match is now locked, as we can probably see with Andy with max potential of 212. Justin really just keeps on the lane twice. I think he's no problem. He's going to see himself in the finals. And Donnie, little high there, leads a 7-pin. Pretty fortunate for that one, but overall, he's pretty much got his match locked up too. Looks like Brandon has a max of just what I'm seeing here, 227 now. Donnie's already pacing around 230. So another great shot, Justin. Perfect through the front nine. Ladies and gentlemen, like and share the stream, especially if my man Justin is here. He's just going to go out and shoot 300 for the stream. People got to see it. You guys did pay attention to the PBA today. They did have the gentleman who won the event was an amateur and shot 299. Almost had perfection there for himself. So Austin Grammer, I believe, was his name. And it's a fantastic one to him. Who wants to see an actual 300? You're going to have to watch Justin Beal and see him get done. And he's just going to wrap it up here. And naturally, high flush, 7-pin after a whole struggle situation. And looks like Brandon's pretty much wrapped himself up down there with a little light mix of 10-pin hit there. Now, normally, if we were in wrapped up situations, I'd tune you guys into the commercial just because it is a little on the lengthier side. But we got somebody on the front nine right now. We can't go away now. But the second he misses, we're cutting to the commercial break. We don't want to see a commercial for a few minutes at the very least. If you didn't know, this was our 1,060th event. Just happy to be a part of it. That many events, I think we got to be number one in the country. I really do. The longest running Scratch NEBA event. The longest running USBC Scratch event. With monthly tournaments. We had a little bit of a slowdown with COVID. Obviously got a couple people. And then on top of that, we did have some snow breaks in there. But no one in the country has been more consistent at running events for as long as we have. And now on challenging conditions. That's why when you come and bowl NEBA, you are bowling against the best of the best in the Northeast, period. Things up here, another shot. And we are going to be on 3 and 4. So once that commercial break kicks, we're going to jump our camera. A little better view than what we're looking at right now, but at least get to see some pinfalls. Corner just wrapping his match up as well. The light mixer gets them all to go. Or is that a 7-pin this instead? Yep, 37-pin. You got me. And another shot here for stepping out of the way. Fantastic bowling from Andy today. You had to see it. My man was locked in since qualifying. This one just got away from him just a little bit, but when you got a guy that's just doing nothing but throwing melee strikes at you, you got to take it and move on. Especially as a solid day of bowling makes the semifinals. Justin Beal, front nine, looking for perfection. And that one goes through the pins just as the rest did, like it weighs 500 pounds. While we do have the matches set for our finals with Donnie Corneau versus Justin Beal, we are going to get Justin a chance at 300. And one of these guys is going to end up walking away as a NEBA champion today. I think that's probably the most exciting part about it. Up the 11. Gets it to go again. Front 11 for Justin Beal. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, like and share this. Get as many eyes on this man as you can. So he'd like a nice little check mark to add if he ends up winning today that, hey, not only did I win, I got 300 as well. So, in the words, strike the claimant. Okay, got up on that one a little bit, and it looks like it's going to be another 299. Just a fantastic set of strikes there. I'm sure 299, anybody will take that unless they're going to go with 300. So shout out to Justin Beal there. We're going to push you guys over to a commercial, get the camera set up. Other than that, once again, like, share, check out our sponsors, and yeah, we'll see you here. NEBA finals.
Where we headed?
Thank you guys for tuning in and watching this NEBA live stream, one of my favorite tournament organizations. If you're looking for some of the best bowling merchandise on the internet, check us out at thehousebowling.com. T-shirts, hats, polos, hoodies, and much, much more on our website. We can also get you equipped for your next tournament with all of the newest releases from all your favorite brands, as well as some huge deals in our closeout section. We've got a special deal for you guys out there using promo code NEBA at checkout for 15% off. That's NEBA for 15% off merch only on thehousebowling.com.
At Storm, we're known for our innovations. Take a look. You'll probably spot a few of your all-time favorites. The ones you trusted. Ones that changed your game. Ones you won with. Each one a step forward. Each a reminder that progress never sleeps. And the best part? We're just getting started. Storm. Still the Bowlers Company.
We would like to recognize the additional sponsors who make these events possible. Tired of guessing how you're really performing on the lanes? Take control of your game with Tournament Sense, the ultimate companion for tournament bowlers. From tracking every frame to managing financials, it's time to stop playing and start dominating. Download Tournament Sense on the App Store or Google Play today. DJBT is a competitive tournament series built for youth bowlers with adult participation on challenging sport patterns. A PBA junior affiliate and youth athletes can earn junior gold qualifying spots. KR Strikeforce. For those who have a choice, go with the most trusted name in bowling. KR Strikeforce. Cambridge Credit Counseling is your destination for debt relief services. Visit cambridgecredit.org to learn how they can help you with credit card debt, student loan repayment options, and mortgage relief services. NEBA's longest running sponsor, Buddy's Pro Shop, offers high-quality professional services at the best prices in the industry delivered to your front door. Visit buddysproshop.com today. Bloomfield Electric, providing service, design, and installation since 1926. Jeff Barden and his staff offer fantastic bowling facilities at Yankee Lanes Keene and Yankee Lanes Manchester. Visit them on Facebook, Twitter, and their tournament Facebook page. Northeastern Bowling Championships. Ace Mitchell Bowlers. Mart is the largest bowling distributor in the world. Dexter, the #1 bowling shoe in the world. Staying ahead with innovative technology is how we build shoes for every style of bowling. Follow on Facebook and Instagram at Dexter Bowling. Better Bowling Concepts, specializing in customer service and providing customers the best ball motion possible. East Coast Sports Investors, your leading source of sports information, many styles of bowling. Keep styling on them. Turbo Grips, driven to bowl. For more information on products and services, you can visit turbogrips.com or visit your local pro shop today. Taking bowling and business and marketing their products and services in a modern way, Major Bowling offers quality services and coaching regardless of skill level. Here to help you look great while you enjoy the most participated sport in America. Discover unique bowling shirts and jerseys at iambowling.com and use code NEBA for 25% off. Better feel, better control, better performance. Jopo grips are changing the game with their easy twist system and unmatched consistency. Make the change today and feel the difference immediately. Jopo grips, trust it, love it, and just twist it. Located inside Norwich Bowling and Entertainment Center, Ideal Bowling Concepts is your one-stop shop for all your bowling needs. Leah Cars, the brand of cars for the bowling community. Bullwinkle's Pro Shop, Attack the Rack. We would also like to thank Tony and Suzanne Renaud. Island Bowling Supply, The House Bowling, Tech Vision, Northeast Megabucks, Grog Monster Sports, and Pinwheel.us.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the live championship finals of the 2026 KR Strikeforce non-champions event here at Bowlero Worcester. In the finals, we have Justin Beal versus Donnie Cornell. Both of these gentlemen striking at will the last couple matches, so it's going to be a very interesting championship match between the two. If you guys haven't already done so, like and share the stream. We want to make sure everybody has an opportunity to see these gentlemen bowl. One of them is walking away a NEBA champion today. First time. If you know the NEBA format, you understand how extremely difficult it is, no matter if it's champions or non-champions, to get to this point, let alone end up winning. So, yeah, we're very excited to move forward and see which one of these guys is going to be hoisting a championship at the end of the day. $162 entries for this event across the 3 squads, so pretty solid turnout overall. Hard to get a lot of non-champs out, and we definitely did. Took 40 in match play. We ended up having the top 24, got a bye. Justin, one of those folks who ended up getting a bye. Let's see where Donnie ended up coming off of here. Donnie also received a bye, so anytime you get a bye, it's always a nice little added chunk of change. Pressure taken off you to get the one done out. Both of them look still pretty lined up. So like I said, I think this is going to be quite the score fest for us. Champion today is going to walk away with $1,000 in cash, as well as a paid spot to the Tournament of Champions, sponsored by Storm, at the end of the season. The Bowlers are bowling the 2025 Youth Open Championship at 41 feet. It's about 27.5 mils or so, a 5-1. There was some friction to play with, but it was very tricky today across qualifying as you're watching with these guys. It was very easy for the ball to kind of blow through it and sometimes just not hook for whatever reason. So they are just getting the last couple warm-up shots here, and we're going to kick things off. But shout out in the comments who you're looking to take home their first NEBA championship. Is it going to be Donnie Cornell, Justin Beal? If you didn't already hear, Josh Nino is your high qualifier for this event, and he went plus 208 yesterday on the 6 p.m. squad, so shout out to him. And we had our SPI ball winners from the raffle. I believe that was John Lundy, while Richard Getz was the first out. High senior out of the money. Tim Alsace. Tim, great guy. I was surprised he's not a NEBA champion either. That guy is really, really good. These gentlemen shook hands. Elbow blows, all that good stuff. Good luck and good bowling. Oh my goodness, pretty quality shot there from Justin. And I'm just happy to get the messengers on camera. That is probably the way I would want to start a match too. But let me tell you, Donnie knows how to throw the pin back here, especially today. So I don't think he's going away quietly so early. So we'll see. If you guys haven't already, like and share the stream. Let's get these wonderful bowlers the coverage they deserve, getting in front of as many eyes as we possibly can. I'd say let us trend on Twitter, but it is what it is. Shot by Donnie. Gets that one. The light makes him up pretty strong there as we are neck and neck through one. Both of these guys throw the ball faster than I could ever hope to. Justin's putting up speeds of 17.8. Donnie's got a 16.8 out there. I think that's me topped out. So shout out to them for being able to have ball speed and get the ball to actually hook. Donnie looking to step up here. Frame number 2, put a double together. Put some pressure back on Justin. Does get up the lane just a little bit there, leaving a 3-6-10. No one's favorite spare to shoot at by far, but definitely manageable. Donnie clean this 6-10 up. Move on in the game here. It's still pretty early. It's fair, especially in the situation. Nice clean frame to walk away from. Moving on. Other squad leaders today, as I mentioned, Josh Nyman led yesterday at 6 p.m. We also had Tavernier lead the 9 a.m. squad, just shy of what Nyman put up. He was plus 206. It's just still a fantastic number. And then Zach Mello leading the 12:30 p.m. squad today. Justin Beal looking to step up for a game. Oh my goodness, the off the lane, and he does slap the 6-pin forward pretty hard there. Yeah, I tell you, it's nice to get those breaks sometimes, but you definitely have to calm yourself back down and do or make some good shots. But you heard me say it earlier. To win, you got to get breaks. You have to. That's much better shot. And puts 10 back, no problem. Justin Beal perfect through 3. Let's see how Donnie's going to answer it. You didn't pay attention. Donnie's got the pick Growlithe shirt on there. That one cracked me up when I saw him. I had to ask him. I said, is that Growlithe or Arcanine? All the Pokemon lovers out there. Donnie's still got some pretty good ball reaction, too. So it looks like it's just going to come down to making a shot. Pretty good. Very solid shot there from Donnie. Something to answer back against Justin's triple. But now it's time to make it 2. I'd like to shout out to our title sponsor, KR Strikeforce, of the KR Strikeforce non-champs event, for their continued sponsorship of NEBA, as well as adding in $500 to today's prize fund. So shout out to them. Donnie looking to make a double here. Get up. Oh, and it does. A little light mixer action there. Forcing the hand of Justin to continue to throw quality shots. Staying in the match early. The gentlemen are competing for a NEBA title, and it shows. Speaking of competing for a NEBA title, if you want your shot at competing in a NEBA championship, go to bowlneba.com. We got another event coming up on the 25th and 26th of April at Nutmeg Bowl, the BuddiesProShop.com Open. For more information, check it out, bowlneba.com. To remain perfect through 4, and that one is just silly high flush. And man, those powerful hits, they just get the pins to fall. He didn't catch it in the semifinal match. Justin actually put a 299, and he was striking prior to that too. He had a couple 240s mixed in there. So ever since he made the change to this ball, looks like it's been lots of action. So the hammerhead curl looks like still. Pretty close. And another shot for Justin there. Perfect through 5. That is how you take advantage of a break, ladies and gentlemen. But Donnie's still striking. Donnie looking to step up and answer the call. Nothing easy about winning a NEBA championship, and this match looks like it's going to be no different. That was pretty good from my end. And a high flush one gets a 7-10 fall late. And that is what you're looking for when your opponent's throwing strikes. You answer in kind. Can't make out the screen there. It looks like Donnie got a strike 7 pair triple with Justin on the first 5. If there's anything that makes the addition of the score easy, it's X's. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, as we're approaching the halfway point of this game, like and share the stream. We want to make sure these guys have a huge audience, especially for their first NEBA title. Pretty close. Oh my goodness, little light mixer. It actually looked like he was just a little more forward on that shot, and they still fell. So 280 pace versus perfection. This match is halfway over, and somebody's going to win a title here in just a few frames. Stay perfect through 6. A little further right, it looks like, and it didn't have any problem getting back to the pocket. Perfection for the first 6 frames. I tell you what, we'd love to have a 300 shot in the finals, and we would love to be able to give away those $10,000 checks for doing so, but I think if Justin takes it all the way, then he'd be just fine with the title. A little forward there, and not quite getting the love that he was kind of hoping for, leaving a 5-7 split.
Slow it down, pick it up. You got this, man.
Now, as tricky as the split may seem on paper, it is quite makeable. So just getting to slide that 5-pin over there and move on. This is going to tighten the match up significantly and put the ball in Donnie's hand. And that will clean up one of the 2 and an open frame for Justin Deal after perfect through 6. An open there puts him at a max of 266 out, while Donnie can go 280 out. Both of them still with very solid ball reaction total. Another one looks pretty good from my angle. Fantastic shot. Exactly what you need to do when your opponent opens the door for you. You walk through it, slam it shut behind you. So we did the walk through part. Now we got to slam it shut behind it. Frame, Donnie Close stepping up. Looking to put together a 6-bagger. Flip the script on Justin Deal. Up the lane a little there. And a 3-6-10. Nothing he hasn't shot at before in this match. With an open frame from Justin, this is going to once again tighten things right back up. Spare here. Put them at 177, 176 in the seventh. Donnie on the spare. Go up the lane, and that's exactly how I would do it, by knocking them all over. That's a filled frame from Donnie. And don't let the scores fool you, ladies and gentlemen. While there were some high scores out there, it was very easy to shoot some low ones. As we're starting to see as the lanes transition a little bit, they can get pretty tricky. So we'll see if Justin Beal is going to hop back on this strike train and heading into the eighth frame. One definitely looked a little up the lane, and a 6-10 remains for Justin. Nothing to do right now but just fill frames and move on. For a fill frame. And with that fill frame, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, I'm going to give you one more opportunity. Like and share the stream as we head into the 9th and 10th, the nitty gritty. In just a few minutes, we're crowning a champion. Right now, Justin Beal goes out for 246. Or 256, apologies. Justin Beal can go out for 256. And just a little forward off the hand there once again. Did leave him the 2-8. Which is going to max him out now with a spare here. He maxes out at 244. Donnie steps up 9th and 10th. He goes out for 257. Regardless if he makes a spare, ball is in Donnie's hand to win this championship. Little frame there from Justin. Must have. As the winner could be determined within the next two frames. Once again, Donnie can go out for 257 as he steps up in the 9th and 10th. Justin can go out for 244. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see you hit these like buttons, support these bowlers as they're about to step up and determine who's going to be the next NEBA champion.
Get there, Donnie.
Donnie with the light mixer there in the 9th, keeping him with a max of 257. Donnie goes 9 spare here, puts him in the 230s. The strike here is monumental to lock this championship. This is perhaps the biggest hit since he started bowling NEBAs. or a double. And Ultimates are getting a 7 to go. A huge hit for Donnie. But it's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. Donnie still needs some solid count and a spare. 9 spare here. Let's see, that puts him at 226, 246, with Justin being able to max out at 234. Or apologies, 244. Math. He needs a good count. 9 will do it. 9 will do it. And that's the hit, baby. That is a NEBA champion right there. Donnie Corneau going toe-to-toe with the heavy hitter in Justin Field and cleans him up. Start at a slight deficit in this match. Come claw back to make shots, making the 3-6-10 not once but twice. Huge moment for Donnie. Well-deserved. Championship earned. It's just wrapping things up. And that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. 256 from Donnie Corneau, NEBA champion. Fantastic bowling by him. And speaking of fantastic bowling, Justin Field, also hats off to him. Also a fantastic day. I think he just had a couple there that were just a little too forward, especially on that left-hand plane there. I feel like he was mostly circling them, and that's the ones that were going to the pins really well. So, and it's a tough break, but yeah, hats off to Donnie. Fantastic bowling all day. Fantastic bowling to all of them. Shout out to everybody who did come out and support the KR Strikeforce non-champs event today. We appreciate all of your 160-plus entries. If you guys are interested, head over to NEBA.com. Get yourself signed up for the BuddySportShop.com Open. We are going to have a little bit more going on, hopefully later this week, with some live interviews of our champions. But outside of that, thank you, everybody, for liking and sharing the stream, for tuning in and supporting our bowlers. Outside of that, have a great weekend. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for tuning in to our live coverage of today's event. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors and members for their continued support of NEBA. We couldn't continue to offer some of the best competitive events in the country without you. Your commitment to the sport makes all of this possible. We encourage you to support the businesses that support NEBA. When you support our sponsors, you're directly supporting NEBA and the future of competitive bowling. Be sure to check out The House Bowling and receive 15% off all merchandise by using promo code NEBA at checkout. You can also shop I Am Bowling, powered by Logo Infusion, and save 25% off your order with promo code NEBA. Thank you again for being part of our community.